Nobody talks about this part of crochet. And I wish somebody would have told me. So if you're just starting to crochet, I'm about to tell you something that I wish somebody would have told me. One, nobody tells you about the wrist or the hand pain, okay? It can get crazy. Your hands start cramping. And I made a video a really long time ago about ways to prevent that from happening while you crochet, because I literally can crochet hours on end. And I did share a couple of tips, so in the next video I'm gonna re-share those tips, okay? But for all of y'all that's suffering with that, but yeah, they definitely don't tell you about your wrists, you know, popping like bubble wrap, and they definitely don't talk about your hands, okay? Your hands always are going to fly out a complaint. Also, nobody ever talks about the mental spiral that you go through sometimes. Like, sometimes you'll crochet something and then you have to take it out 3 times and recrochet, and it's like, am I losing my mind? And it's literally just over one single stitch because you miscounted or you just dropped a stitch. I don't know, but it will make you crazy. Also, nobody talks about how yarn can be expensive. It doesn't have to be, but it can be, depending on what type of quality you're trying to make for whatever said project. And they also don't talk about the yarn addiction that you get. So you might not need, you know, 2 skeins of yarn, but you're finding your way, you moseying your way to the craft store, and you're seeing yarn and you think you need to get it for this project that you don't have in your mind yet. This is a major one, the time blindness. Like, it can be 2 p.m. and I'm crocheting, and I look up and it's 6 p.m. Like, you will crochet on hours on end because it's relaxing and it's fun. Also, the attachment phase. Okay, after you create something for someone, you fall in love with your own work. It came out beautiful and you wish that you can have it. Every time I make an order, I'd be like, dang, I don't want to send this off. And then I'd be like, in my head, oh, I just make myself one later, and never get around to making myself one. So now I learned, especially for bathing suit season, I've learned to make a prototype, and that prototype is mine. Like, Bubbles, that one is mine. That was my prototype. I made that out of acrylic. I personally don't mind wearing acrylic, you know, because it's basically a sunsuit. It's not a bathing suit to get wet in. But yeah, key tip, beginners, use cotton if you're making swimsuits. This is something we've been talking about heavily over the last week, about price guilt. Okay, so sometimes we might say something, oh, this is $60 for this extra large ruffle hat, okay? And we might feel guilty telling somebody how much we charge for this hat. And we shouldn't have that guilt at all. We should look